only got 14 minutes to waste. Methods of wasting time. This has nothing to do with the show, it's just a way of wasting time. Boxing match, 3 rounds, non-stop, continual violence. Artistically fading that out. 2 people for a boxing match. Violent part of the show. Anybody for a fight? This is a violent part of the comic. How old are you? 8. Anybody else? 8.
Taylor.
8? 8? Somebody who already, did you have the ice cream yet? Can you wait? Would you like to be an 8? Come on. This has nothing to do with the show. It's only 3 rounds of non-stop continual violence. Let's go on the stage so people will be able to laugh better. Okay. Stand over here, face each other. First of all, we have to use head protectors. Back up a little bit. And remember, we are not starting the show. We're just wasting time. We've got 12 minutes to waste. Head protector number 1. Head protector number 2. You don't have to laugh. You're next. Second head protector. Then your heads are going to be connected to each other so you can read each other's thoughts. Okay. A little closer, Stop. Back up a little bit. A little more. Oh, you take me so literally, that's good. Now the punching bag.
Oh my God.
Still got 11 minutes to waste. Oh, this is another way of wasting time. Before we get to the fight, the volcano. The volcano erupting. This has nothing to do with the show. Volcano erupting. Don't worry, if it breaks up, you're the first one to know it. It's okay. Volcano erupting. Oh! 4 years at college. Anyway, now back to the boxing match. Hat. Once this is ready, we're going to get your boxing gloves ready. And the only purpose of this is to waste 10 minutes. Boxing match. Here, we'll put it on the floor. Don't forget these. Stay there. Exactly, whatever you said, I'm not sure, but I'll agree. Boxing gloves. Next comes, here come the gloves. Glove number 1. We haven't started yet, we're just wasting time. We've got 9 minutes to waste. Slowly take your fist, stick it inside. I said this to one kid, he didn't know what a fist was. I was in love, wow. Second fist. Now it's tight. It gives you gangrene in 7 minutes, so we have to hurry up at this point. Okay? Second glove. Hands together, or these fingers. Yes. Good. Fist number 2. Now we go for number 3 and 4. Now, if it's too tight and you want someone to take your place, let me know, okay? Glove number next. Right in here. Let's not use that one. It's okay, they only break once. They're good. Glove number 3, take 2. Oh, what theater terminology. Slowly take your fist, stick it inside. And finally, the final glove. And then we get the nose protectors. Sometimes I should mention these before I get the volunteers. Oh, you'll understand. Yeah, here, if you pick your head up, it looks better for the camera. And the camera, you're really going to like these pictures when you get into high school someday. Yeah, okay. And now the nose protectors. Nose protectors. Think carefully, you don't get a choice. White or black. So you get black because you don't get a choice. We're confusing, but we're honest. Here comes your black nose protector. Goes right on there. And you're so trusting. Then you don't have to laugh. You're next. Second nose protector. Then I explain the rules of the battle. Oh, are you in there? Oh, yeah. The rules go like this. The object is to knock the nose off the other person, but the rules, you can only hit this balloon. If you hit the other person, that's good, that's how the nose falls off. If you hit the other person, you lose the round. Don't hit the other person. If you move your feet, you lose the round. Don't move your feet. Whatever you do, don't sneeze, because if you do, it blows off. You'll lose. You understand? Okay? You sure you want to do this? The fight. Yes. You sure you want to do this? Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Oh, nepotism. Yes. Okay. They've had experience at this. Okay. When I count to 3, start hitting the balloon in the middle until someone's nose falls off. Don't move your feet. Don't hit the other person. You sure? And mark, that's it, go! That's not the way to count to 3. Go for it anyway. Back, forth. Good shot. Oh, you knocked your own nose. Nose off. Okay. Round number goes to the black nose. Round 2, double nose jeopardy. Don't worry, if you can't breathe, hold your breath. Okay. Round 2, double nose jeopardy. On your mark. Good, we've only got 6 minutes to waste. Get set, go! Second round. Good shot. Goes back and forth. It goes back and forth. It's on the side over there. Can't see where it is? Don't look. All right. Left still stuck on the bottom over there. They're blind over there. All right. Left, they're still on the bottom. They're not getting to the volleyball game yet. There, volleyball. Yes. All right. Left still down below. Good shot doesn't do a thing. And you're wasting time beautifully. All right. Left still back and forth. If you hit the light, you'll hear a bang, but it only happens once. All right. Left still stuck over there. You're wasting time. Good, good, good. Keep going. It's stuck on you. Yes. Wait. It's tied on you. We're going to have to call that round or draw. Okay. We're going to have to do this as a tiebreaker. I'm sorry. Tiebreaker. This way you can breathe again. Okay. Now the tiebreaker balloon. Have you ever done breakdancing? Yeah. Have you? No? Oh, good. It's fair. Breakdancing was invented this way. Just a minute. It's next to your feet. Let's take your hands off because the 8 minutes before gangrene starts starting to set in. Your hands are pretty wet. Hold on to that. Okay. Hold on to the, oh, don't worry, they only fall. Okay, that's good. Okay. Hold on to this. The object for a tiebreaker is to break the balloon next to your foot. You can break it with anything you can think of. When I count to 3, break the balloon next to your foot. You understand? You understand?
How are you supposed to do it?
That's your choice how you're going to do it. I just say break it. You have to decide on yourself. Are you ready? On your mark, just say go, break it. Oh. Whoa, they both broke. We have to go for a second round. Second round of tiebreaker. And you're doing good. We've still got 4 minutes to waste. Okay, here it comes. On your mark, get set, go. Oh, congratulations, the pro first. You can shake hands or bounce hands or do whatever you do with your hands. Congratulations. You can go back down and run for the fighters. Get rid of this. Okay, we've got 3 more minutes to waste. It's time for the waterproof shoe. One person shall have their shoe totally waterproof. I have your shoe. Do you know where your shoe is? We're going to make the shoe totally waterproof. Hold on to this for a second. Thank you. This way, if it rains and there are puddles, you can go into the puddles with your shoe, and there is no way it will ever get wet. Isn't this amazing? Their shoe is totally waterproof now. You've got to put your foot in there. You didn't tell me that before I... Here, hold this for a second. I'll have to cut it out. Okay, here we go. Here comes the sword. Good, you've still got 2 minutes to waste. Hold it higher. Cut it out of there. One. You have a lot of belief in this. I got a better idea. Here, you take this. Okay? Hard as you can. Hit it. Whoa! Whoa! How did you do that? I didn't even see it. Congratulations. Oh, just okay. We've only got 2 minutes to waste. Stones. I'm going to auction them off unless the owner claims them. Let me rephrase that. I'm going to auction them off unless the person who owns these 2 stones says, it's mine.
It's mine. It's mine. It's mine.
Okay. Now, there was a guy in one of those Bible tales who had to deal with this, but he didn't have 4 people to decide it. I'm going to cut these stones in half. That doesn't make any sense, and I'm going to hurt my hand. I'm going to put them over here, and if it's really yours, at the end of the show, you're going to remember. And if it isn't yours, you're going to forget. Boy, am I smart. Just another method of wasting 2 minutes. A balloon balancing. This is 3 years of college just for this. Balancing a balloon on the nose. Ha! Carefully, because it's wet, the nose. And when the nose is wet,
Oh, your head falls.
it falls, exactly. So we have, oh, never mind, forget about it. Okay. Well, it looks like it's time for an introduction. Of course, the introductioner, oh, do me a favor. Can you introduce the show? Go ahead. Just take the microphone, come to the stage, and make a big, grand introduction. Go ahead.
The show's gonna start right now, and it's gonna be an amazing balloon show, and it's all set up.
Thank you, and thank you. You get the union card after the show. I want to welcome you here tonight. My name is Alan Goowin. I'm probably the newest person in this area except for my wife. We just moved in October. You know what I mean? And I call these Goowins balloons just so we start together. What is the first thing you can do with a balloon? This is common sense.
You can blow it.
Exactly, you can blow it up. There's 3 ways. Once it's from the top, everybody knows it doesn't impress anyone except for those guys who tried to blow them up earlier, okay? The second way to blow them up is from the bottom, which looks like the first, so people don't get impressed with that either. Third way, doing the same thing. You can take a balloon, you can blow it up in circles around your fingers, which is the neatest way because when you let it go, it goes like this. It's a different way of playing. You can take the same balloon, you can shoot it like a rocket ship. So it shoots across the room. Sometimes it makes it in the back of the room. Sometimes it makes it in the back of someone's throat. But it goes like this, just so you know. There are other things. When some people look at balloons, all they want to do is to make noises. There are different types of noises. Noise number 1 is totally disgusting. It drives the grown-ups and grandparents right up the wall. That's why the kids like it. It's not a pretty sound. It goes like this. But there are other noises. The guitar. And you can change it. If you take a little bubble, you get a higher note. It's the only physics in the whole show. If you take a big bubble, you get the lower notes. You can even play it like a drum. One time, then it's no good. Once it breaks, you can take the mouthpiece. You can still make disgusting noises. So all's not lost. Usually, when you see balloons, you see clowns and magicians making animals and things like that. I do something different. I tell stories. In the stories, some of you become the actors, actresses, singers, and dancers. The balloons become the costumes. Now, if we start with a simple story, most people know it. 3 pigs. I start with that because most people know that one. Does anyone remember what the wolf says to the pigs when he knocks on the door of the pig's house? He's angry, he looks at the pig. What does the wolf say to the pigs?
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
Perfect. Do you want to be the wolf?
Yeah.
Come on! This is going to be the wolf. Oh, yes. First of all, if you're going to be the wolf, do you need big lips or little lips?
Big lips.
Big, of course, because I have to inflate them. But this one's too expensive. Thank you so much. The lips of the wolf, big enough to blow the house down with 1 blow. This is only the headpiece. Then come the lips of the wolf. The scary, don't scare too many people. Only 4. Hold on this. Now the lips of the wolf, big enough to blow the entire house down with 1 blow. The lips of the wolf. Okay, this goes right here. It's really quick and simple. Just right on the head. It's called minimal theater. Do you need a tail?
Yes.
Yes, anything for another balloon. Oh, this one's too expensive. Use this one instead, just the ears. The tail of the wolf, and then we're almost ready for Act 1 of the 3 pigs. Right up here. Perfect, around the waist. Perfect size. Wolf, can you wait right up here? Get ready for Act 1. That's good. We now need 1 person to play the part of pig number 1, the elegant pig. Could you be pig number 1? Come on up. Take your time. We're running out. The steps are right there. You got your own cheering squad. Pig number 1. The elegant pig. First you get your tail, and then you get your jewelry, because you're the elegant pig. The tail of pig number 1. No talking to the actors. That's during, when you do actor things, like waiting table. Yes, okay. If you could just wait over there for a second, I'll be right back. And now the earrings, because she is the elegant pig, she has clip-on earrings. Oh, they're good quality. They come from Ballooningdale's. They're the best I have. She lives in a little straw balloon house. Yes, one of the lucky grown-ups takes us home later. Aren't you happy you didn't drive here? Okay. The wolf comes over to the house. She looks in the window. She sticks her tongue out of the cage. She sticks her tongue out of the cage. You're coming. Tell me a story. You're very polite. She goes over to the door. She rings the brown doorbell. Doesn't work. There's no batteries. She knocks on the door 3 times. There's a loud voice. She says, little pig, let me come in.
Little pig, let me come in.
Yeah, we've got the right person there. Well, the pig is tough. She says, no way, Buster.
No way, Buster.
Yeah, that's called attitude. She says, I'll huff.
I'll huff.
I'll huff. I'll blow the house down.
I'll blow your house down.
Well, the pig was still tough. She said, sit on it.
Sit on it.
Yeah, but she didn't. She huffed and puffed and puffed and puffed. The house door pulled around. She huffed and puffed and puffed. The house blew up. She got out the basement door. The house crashes. She looks inside. You see any pigs? The answer is no.
No.
Good, back in the woods. That's over there. Pig back inside this pudding before she chew up. Now we're ready for Act 2. The punk pig. Someone who doesn't mind a mohawk hairdo. Over there. Come on up. Take your time. We're running out. Pig number 2. The punk pig. Your own cheering squad again. Good. The punk pig. First you get your tail, and then you get your mohawk hairdo. Oh, I'm gonna love this haircut. This goes right around the neck. Perfect. Now the mohawk haircut. This was really popular among teenagers a number of years ago because of the effect it had on their moms and dads. Oh yeah. 3. Don't worry about the camera in the back of the room. It's for your school yearbook when you're in high school. And the final one is called the rat's tail. Some people called it a dragon tail, a devil tail. In the 1950s, they called it a duck tail. That was a different generation altogether. And of course, he needs an earring, but there's only one. It's a dangler. Over yours. A dangler. Clip on. Yes. He goes in the house through the basement. He looks at pig number 1 and says, what happened?
What happened?
She tells him what the wolf did.
He blowed my house down.
Good summary. 2 said, stay here.
Stay here.
This house is made of stick balloons.
This. What?
Yeah. Well, wolf comes over to the house, looks inside the window, sticks her tongue out of them. They stick their tongues out of her. You can stick your tongues out of her. She goes over to the door. She rings the doorbell. Still doesn't work. There's no battery. She knocks on the door 3 times. With a loud voice, she says, little pig, let me come in.
Little pig, let me come in.
Yeah. Together they say, no way, Buster.
No way.
Well, you've got to stay together.
No way, Buster.
Mustard. Close enough. She said, I'll huff.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house
And
down.
they both said, sit on it.
Sit on it.
But she didn't. She huffed and puffed and huffed and put the house door off. They got out the basement door. The house crashes. She looks inside. You see pigs? The answer is no.
No.
Good, back in the woods. Pigs back inside this quickly before she chew up. Oh, there's so much belief in this show. And then we're ready for pig number 3, the most intelligent, the smartest, and the most educated one in the sparkly heart shirt. She's on her way. Take your time. We're running out. Pig number 3. The smartest of all the pigs. A pig who lives in a brick balloon house. And you get the hat of intelligence. This goes right around here. Good. Yes, the hat of intelligence. I'm happy you repeated that. Okay, here comes the hat of intelligence. Size 7.5. Hold your tip like this. Good, that's your light bulb. It means you've got ideas all the time. You know what's happening in this part of the show. Wolf's coming. If you don't get in the house, you're going to be lunch. So she goes in the house through the basement. She looks and says, what happened to your house?
What happened?
They tell her what the wolf did.
The wolf blew the house down.
She said, stay here.
Stay here.
This house is made of brick balloons.
This house is made for
Yeah. The wolf comes over to the house, looks inside the window, sticks her tongue out at all three of them. They all stick their tongues out at her. She goes over to the door. She knocks on the door. Doesn't work. There's no battery. She rings the doorbell. Ding dong. Oh, never mind. She said, little pig, let me come in.
Little pig, let me come in.
All together they said, no way, Buster.
No way, Buster.
I'll huff.
I'll huff.
And I'll puff.
And I'll puff.
And I'll blow Duster.
And I'll blow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. You have to glue with me today. And then she huffed so hard her upper lip blew off. Then she huffed it, and the lower lip blew off. She didn't have any lips left. It's not funny. I mean, she's lipless. She goes back in the woods. She never plays trumpet again. But she took up the piano. She was a virtuoso, awesome as anything. And the three pigs lived happily, crowded in a condominium in the middle of the woods. And that's the end of the story of the three pigs. If you guys can all put your hands up and sing it now. And you can take your balloons back down to your seats. Remember, when they break, plant them in the backyard and water them. Nothing will grow. I tried it for a month once. It didn't work. Now we try a story. Stories are fun. They can come from anywhere. The next story, this one comes from Eastern Europe. I like it because it's silly. It starts with a farmer who's very, very poor. Would you be the poor farmer? Come on up. Oh, looks like we haven't even used you today much. Here it comes. The poor farmer. He is so poor, he only gets 2 hairs. Yes, he lives in his little farmhouse. Yes, multi-purpose union thing like that. Yes, he has a wife, usually played by a girl. Wish I could. All the way in the blue shirt. Come on up. Take your time. We're running out. Yes, another tie-dye. I love it. That one will never break again. The wife is just as poor as the farmer. She can only afford 2 hairs. She goes in the house through the window. And they have a child, usually played by a boy or a girl. In the second row, with the dress, here she comes. The child in the show. Perfect. And the child is just as poor as the father and the wife. She can only afford 2 hairs. By the way, if you're in the back and you can't see, you're allowed to sit on the floor in the front. And if you shuffle around, it's the way we clean the floor. That's good. She goes in the house right through the window. And now the story begins. As soon as you guys are situated, take your time. Actually, you can see better if you all squish this way a little bit. Oh, that's too far. Back this way. And this is the way we clean the floor. That's good, that's good. Well, they walked around the house bumping into each other because it was so small. The child said, ouch!
Ouch.
And the wife said, this house is too small.
This house is too small.
Well, the farmer said, what should I do?
What should I do?
She said, look for the smart person.
Look for the smart person.
The smart person has all the answers.
The smart person has all the answers.
Well, the farmer had the last 2 words in this household. He said, yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
You'll learn about this someday. Yes, he comes out of the house through the window. And he looks for somebody smart. Are you smart?
Yeah.
Come on up, come on up. This is a smart lady. She stands right over here. Not too close to the edge because we don't have liability insurance. The farmer stood over here. She stood there. She gets the hat of intelligence, just like pig number 1, only different. The hat of intelligence. You've already seen this, so make believe it's surprising. Okay, go on the tip like this. Hard. Good, okay. Hat of intelligence. Well, the farmer comes up and says, smart lady, we've got a problem.
Smart lady, we got a problem.
She said, what's your problem?
What's your problem?
My house is too small.
My house is too small.
Yeah. The smart lady started scratching her head thinking. She said, do you have any animals?
Do you have any animals?
Of course, I'm a farmer.
Of course, I'm a farmer.
What do you have?
What do you have?
What do you have?
That's your choice. Okay, you're a farmer, you got all these animals on the farm, you just need one. Any.
A cow.
Cow, good choice. She said, bring the cow in the house.
Bring the cow in the house.
But the house is too small.
But the house is too small.
I'm the smart lady.
I'm the smart lady.
Just do what I say.
Just do what I
She
say.
hit her foot on the ground. She crossed her leg, and she sat down. Oh, you do yoga. That's very good. Yes. We now need one person who knows what a cow says. Whoa, you speak cow language. Oh, if the hand doesn't go up, I don't know whether she's really... Yeah, that's okay. How about in the second row with a fork in a balloon? Come on up. Here she comes. This is the cow. I think I have a cow around here somewhere.
I'll just sit.
Take your time, take your time. Okay, Cal, put your arms in here and here, head down the middle. Don't worry, that one will never break again. The farmer comes up, he says, Cal, get in the house.
Cow, get in the
And the
house.
cow said,
Okay.
you're not bilingual. You only speak cow language.
You only speak cow language.
Let me rephrase this. You're not bilingual. Bilingual means you speak two languages, right?
What?
If you only speak cow languages, what would you say?
No.
Perfect, we've got it. She goes in the house right through the window. The farmer goes inside the house through the window. The wife said, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Getting a termite, I see. Well, he said, the smart lady said, bring in the cow.
Smart said,
Bring in the cow.
bring the cow.
She said, but the house is too small.
But the house is too small.
And the child said, this is ridiculous.
The house is ridiculous.
It's boring. It's good to know who's in control. It's not me. Well, they walked around the house bumping into each other all week long. The cow said,
No.
the child said, ouch.
Ouch.
And the wife said, the house is still too small.
The house is still too small.
Go back to the smart lady.
Go back to the smart lady.
Again, the farmer had the last two words in this household. Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
Yes, it becomes engraved with us later on. Well, she stands up. She said, how's your house now?
How's your house
It's
now?
worse than ever.
It's worse than ever.
It's too small.
It's too small.
This time she rubbed her chin thinking. She said, do you have a duck?
Do you have a duck?
Yes.
Yes.
Bring the duck in the house.
Bring the duck in the house.
But the house is too small. I'm the smart lady, do what I say.
I'm a smart lady. Do what I say.
She hit her foot on the ground. She broke her leg. She sat down again. Get back to yoga class. That's good. Someone who knows what a duck says. All the way in the back. Come on up. She said, wait, take your time, take your time. We're running out. Yes. Here comes the duck. I think I have a duck around here somewhere. This is good, this is good, this is good. Oh, that house is sure getting small. Okay, put one hand in here. One hand in here. Don't worry if your hair gets stuck. I have a scissors. Okay, this goes over. Oh, for the balloons. For the balloons. Yes. Okay. Quack, quack, quack. Yes. Okay. He said, duck, get in the house.
Duck, get in the house.
The duck said, wow. Good. She speaks a language. She goes in the house right through the window. And the farmer goes inside too. The wife says, what are you doing now?
What are you doing
She
now?
said, the smart lady said, bring in the duck.
The smart say, Fred, bring in the
But
duck.
the house is too small.
But the house is too small.
This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, we walk around the house bumping into each other. The cow said, the
No.
duck said,
Wow.
the child said, ouch.
Ouch.
And the wife said, the house is too small.
The house is too
Go
small.
back to the smart lady.
Go back to the smart
Again,
lady.
the farmer had the last two words.
Yes, dear.
Boy, he learned everything. That's all. She stands up. She said, how's your house now?
How's your house now?
It's too small.
It's too
The
small.
animals are breaking everything.
The animals are breaking
This
everything.
time she scratched her head, rubbed her chin, patted herself on the back. She even cleaned her ear. Oh. She said, then get the animals out of the house.
Then get the animals out of the house.
What a smart idea. He looked at the house. He said, animals, get out.
Get animals, get out.
Suddenly the duck came out of the house. And the duck said,
Wow.
and then the cow came out of the house. And the cow said,
No.
and then the farmer went back inside the house. And the child looked around. The child said, wow,
Wow.
the house is so big now.
The house is so big now.
And that's how the smart lady solved the problem for the farmer, whose house was too small. Can you all hands up and take a bow? And the chicken is back down with you. Let's get ready for the big story. Now earlier I asked a couple of people who were here really early what show we were doing for the big one. It was between Snow White, Jack the Beanstalk, the Wizard of Oz got the story. So we're about to do The Wizard of Oz. And if you don't know the story now, when I'm done with it, you still won't. Here it comes. Right over there. Does anybody know how to sing by themselves without any accompaniment? Somewhere over the rainbow. Oh. First, someone who didn't have a turn yet? Okay, if you had a turn. Somewhere, okay, we're going to audition you then. We'll give like 4 people auditions. And you start singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly.
Woo, that's pretty good. 3 more people. I guess not. We have our Dorothy. Dorothy, I have to get you your dress now. Oh, actually. Oh, might as well keep that hat on. That's good, that's good, that's good. That one I'll never break again. Oh, you've already got that on. That's good. We have to give you your dress. Now remember, this is ballooning tales. Do you want the mini skirt, the maxi skirt, or the mini skirt? The maxi skirt. Oh, your folks will really appreciate that. That's good. Here it comes. The skirt of Dorothy. This goes right over there. Around there. Remember, it's still ballooning, pals. Doing it all the time. Yeah, I know. 4 times. 4 years of college for this stuff. Remember, don't waste those years. Hard to explain that to Grandpa. Okay. This goes over here. Okay. And then because it's not just any old dress, she went to Oshkosh for this. We have to put the straps on. Okay, here it goes. This goes right over there. And over there. And over there. Yeah, around the shoulders. That's good. That's good. That's good. Again, minimal theater, isn't it wonderful? It's like doing the Little Rascals on stage. Okay. Okay. Now, does anyone remember what's your animal's name? You have a pet. Do you remember the pet's name?
Toto.
Toto. Does anyone remember what Toto sings? Do you know what Toto sings? You know what Toto sings?
Yeah.
What does he sing? Good dog. Perfect, perfect. Here she comes. Come on up, come on up. This is going to be Toto. Take your time. Now, Toto, you're going to be a dog. What do you say?
Ruff.
If I tell you to sing something, what are you going to sing?
Ruff.
If I ask you what color your shoes are, you're still going to say?
Pink.
Now, do you need ears?
Ruff.
Yes. Long or short?
Ruff.
Exactly, because otherwise you'd be a bunny rabbit. Here it comes. Here it comes. The ears of Toto. We're almost ready to start the story of the Wizard of Oz. Here it comes. The ears of Toto. One in here. One in here. You're going to be a little lopsided ears, but that's good. That's good. It makes a good story. Good. Good. And now, if you need a tail.
Yes. Ruff.
Yeah, long or short?
Ruff.
Good. Okay. Otherwise you'd be a short-tailed terrier. There. The tail of Toto. And then we can start the story. This goes right around here. All right. I'll put the house back here. Toto and Dorothy were standing right over here looking out at the backyard at all the cornfields. Suddenly Dorothy looked sad in that direction. Toto said, "What's wrong?"
What's wrong?
"But you're a dog."
Ruff.
"I'm bored."
I'm bored.
Toto said, "What do you want to do?"
Ruff. Ruff.
"I want to go someplace exciting."
I want to go somewhere exciting.
"Like where?"
Ruff. Ruff.
"Like over the rainbow."
I go to rainbow.
And then she held the microphone close to her mouth and she started singing "Somewhere on the Rainbow."
Somewhere over
The
rainbow.
whole song. Oh, it goes like this. Well, forget about your hair. That's okay. You're facing this way. I'll feed the words to you. Somewhere
Somewhere
over the rainbow.
over the rainbow.
Way up high.
You're right.
There's a little louder land that I heard of. A little softer. Once in the lullaby. Beautiful. The intonation. She's ready for America's Got Talent. Yes. At that point, Toto sang the second verse. Ow! Yeah, the intonation there. I mean, every note. Perfect. Something happened to the weather. What happened to the weather? Exactly. There was a tornado. Oh, this is going to be horrible. Tornado! Oh no! Dorothy and Toto ran inside. Oh, that one will never break again too. They ran inside the house. And the house flew this way, and they came with it. And then it flew the other way, and they came with it. And then it spun around and around and around and around. And I had to get this down while it was spinning. And make believe it's spinning. Okay. Just then, the house crashed on an evil witch. I don't need a volunteer. She's dead now. Okay. Dorothy and Toto looked out. Toto said, "Oh no! Where are we?" "I don't know."
I don't know.
Just then they heard a bunch of munchkins laughing. Dorothy said, "Who are you?"
Who are you?
"We're the munchkins." "And you just killed the evil witch with your house." "We're sorry." "It's okay. She was mean and evil. Magical and horrible. She made our lives miserable." Dorothy said, "Oh! Oh!" My favorite line in the show. At that point, Glenda, the good witch, appeared. Glenda, usually played by a girl. Come on up, Glenda. Oh, good, this is going to be good. Oh, okay, Glenda. This goes right over here. Put your arm in here. Other arm in there. Don't worry about your hair. Go on this like this. That's your magic wand. Hold on to this. She magically flew on the other side of the house. She looked and said, hello, dear.
Hello, dear.
Hello.
Hello.
You just killed the evil witch with your house.
You just killed the evil witch with your house.
We know.
We know.
The Munchkins told us.
Woof, woof.
But there's another witch.
But there's another witch.
She's more scary.
She's more scary.
More evil.
More evil.
More magical.
More magical.
This is the good part. And that was her sister.
And that was her sister.
Jump up and really point. Go ahead.
Then that was her sister.
Will. Dorothy said, oh no.
Oh no.
Toto said, oh no. But then the evil witch appeared. Someone who doesn't mind giving nightmares to people. You look like you're like nightmares. Come on! The Nightmare Girl. First, we've got something that's going to be terrifying and scary to look at. It's going to give some of the kids nightmares. Is that okay by you?
Okay.
I thought so. Okay. Those of you who do get nightmares, close your right eye. This will protect you. And the right eye's on the other side. I'm sorry. Okay, here it comes. The witch has something which is terrifying, horrible, and really disgusting to look at, and I apologize if I give you a nightmare, but she's only got one hair. Oh, it's disgusting. And it's worse. She also gets the fingernail of doom. Fingernail, this is really going to be totally, of course it is. This has half the magic in it. Oh. And if you think the fingernail is something, you haven't seen the nose yet. The nose of the evil witch. Don't worry, this is really hard and this is really bad to look at, so you'll love it. One nose goes right in there, just your nose. That's good. But it's not finished yet. We are not doing Pinocchio, and some people would get confused. So she needs the chin to go with this. The chin of the evil witch. Don't worry, don't bite your fingernails. Look up in the air. Look up in the air. Higher. Higher. Oh, I'm so happy. And now, don't worry if it falls off. People pay a lot of money later on to take it off. Okay. Put your finger inside. And now, the broomstick from the other side. Now, it isn't a very big broomstick. She's only got one piece of straw. But she bends it in half. Here's your broomstick. She takes it. She has a scary laugh. She flies around the house. Make believe you're in Harry Potter or something. She ends up right over here. She yells, who killed my sister with that house?
Hey, who killed my sister with that house?
Good voice. Dorothy said, I'm sorry, it was a mistake.
I'm sorry, it was a mistake.
We didn't mean to do it. That one won't never break again. She said, I don't care.
I don't care.
I want the ruby slippers now.
I want the ruby slippers now.
Just then the good witch pointed her magic wand at the house. Magically, the tech crew came and lifted the house off the stage. Wow, this is high tech, just like on Broadway, isn't it? And it flew off. And the shoes magically flew up right onto Dorothy's feet. This will be just like walking on air. That's why they call them air walkers, but that's a Nike commercial, and we're not sponsored by them. Okay, that's good. Dorothy looked down at the shoes and said, oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
The evil witch said, give me those slippers.
Give me those slippers.
Dorothy said, take them.
Take them.
The witch went down and she touched the slippers with her fingernails. She got an electric shock, jumped back and screamed. Yeah, Dorothy said, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'll catch you later, my pretty.
I'll get you later, my pretty.
And your little doggy, too.
And your little doggy, too.
It's okay, you missed the scary part. That's good, that's good. She said, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Woof, woof.
Oh, yes. And she gave a blood-curdling, scary laugh. She flew around the two of them. And ended up right over there on the bench. Just then, the good witch looked at Dorothy and said, you've made a horrible enemy.
You made a horrible enemy.
What do we do?
Where are you?
Go home.
Go home.
How?
Woof.
How'd you get here?
How'd you get here?
Tornado.
Woof, woof.
Then you better see
Then you better see
the great and powerful
the great and powerful
Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz.
And then she flew off over here and sat down over here on a bench next to the evil witch. Now, you guys aren't witches now, you're actresses, so talk about actress things, you know, like waiting tables and stuff. Okay? At that point, Dorothy looked and said, how do we find the wizard?
How do we find the wizard?
And all the Munchkins yelled, follow the yellow road! So she did, follow me. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Because, we all love these words. Because, Toto, where'd we end up? Woof, woof. Exactly, the cornfields. Who was waiting for us? Woof, woof. Scarecrow. Oh, someone who didn't have a turn yet. You didn't have a turn? Come on up. Here comes the Scarecrow. Right over here. Okay, Scarecrow. Well, Dorothy and Toto stood over here. Toto, we're lost.
Toto, we're lost.
Toto said, where's the yellow brick road?
Woof, woof.
The Scarecrow said, you could go that way.
You could go that way.
Some people go that way.
Some people go that way.
I've seen people go that way.
I've seen people go that way.
That's confusing.
That's confusing.
Well, I've never got a brain.
Well, I've never got a brain.
Tell me a story, okay? Just want to make sure we're on the same wavelength. Okay, just tell us about it.
Tell us about it.
Just then, Toto and Dorothy backed up over here. The Scarecrow held the microphone. We're going to do the song and dance. You take over the whole stage. Toto back over there. She's going to trample you. Goes like this. I'll go first. I wish I had a brain.
I wish I had a
I'll
brain.
go the other way. Wish I had a brain.
I wish I had a brain.
One part. Brain.
Brain.
I wish I had a 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 brain.
Big finish on the knee. Wish I had a brain.
I wish I had a brain.
Whoa! I said that's great. Thanks, but I want a brain.
Thanks, but I want a brain.
Let's go to the wizard.
Let's go to the wizard.
He's gonna send us home.
Woof, woof.
Don't give me a brain.
Figure you, brain.
What are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for?
So they went, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Because. Where did they end up, Toto? In the woods, and who was waiting for him? Tin Woodsman. Tin Woodsman, come on up. NASA, boy, did you get a lot of parts today. Here it comes. I know. Okay, NASA, put your one arm in there. What? No, you're the Tin Woodsman. Something. It's the same thing, only different. Here's your axe. Hold on to this, stand right over here. Make believe you're frozen, rusted solid. You can't move at all. Dorothy, Toto, and Scarecrow were over here. Toto came over here for a better camera angle. They said, what's that?
What's that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Just then the Tin Woodsman said, oily.
Oily.
What?
Oily.
They looked down. And they found an oil can. Toto picked it up and gave it to Dorothy. She took it and she oiled the Tin Woodsman on the mouth. He said, oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
He said, can you oil the rest of me?
You all the rest of me.
So she oiled him top to bottom, everything but the hair. He doesn't like greasy hair. His arms got loose. His legs got loose. His hips got loose. His whole body got loose. Dorothy said, what happened to you?
What happened to you?
I was chopping wood.
I was chopping wood.
It rained and I rusted.
And it rained, I lost.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry.
That one will never get old. I've said it before, yeah. And he said, let me tell you that I never got a heart.
Right said, but I never got a heart.
And he held the microphone. They all backed up. He's going to take over the stage now. Just like this.
My nose fell.
Oh, don't worry. People, as I say, spend a lot of money to take these things off. Oh, yeah. Okay. Goes like this. Toto, back up. He's going to trample you. Goes like this. I wish I had a heart.
I wish I had a heart.
Now we go the other way. Wish I had a heart.
Wish I had a heart.
One part. Heart.
Heart.
I wish I had a 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 heart.
Big finish on the knee. Wish I had a
I
heart.
wish I had a heart.
Oh, he chopped that one up. That's great.
That's great.
Let's go to the winner.
Let's go to the wizard.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Because. Where'd they end up, Toto? The jungles. Who was waiting for him? A lion. A fierce, ferocious, dangerous, scary lion. I wish I could get everybody to this. I've got to pick one person. Are you a grandfather yet? No. I didn't think so. Come on up. Here it comes. This is the lion. Oh. Okay, lion. With his mane. Even though we're in Michigan, but that's something else. The lion had a ferocious roar. We picked the right guy. Stand right over here. Dorothy, Scarecrow, Tin Woodsman, everyone line up over here. Face the audience. We're going to go like this. Lions and tigers and bears. We raise our hands. You guys yell, oh my. Ready? Wait, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Liability insurance hit us again. They all backed up here. Just then the lion jumped and roared. They all wiggled their knees in fear. go to the knees.
I know what to see.
Good. He said, I'll get the scarecrow first. Yes. The scarecrow fell down and said, oh no.
Oh no,
He
no.
said, now I'll get the lion. Oh, Tin Woodsman, that's good. Well, I like how you talk. And he fell down saying, no.
No.
And then he said, I'll get the dog first. Little Dorothy ran in front of him. And she hit the lion in the hair. She said, leave Toto alone.
Leave Toto alone.
He fell on his knees, crying. They said, you're not brave.
You're not brave.
I need courage. I need courage. Let's go to the wizard. He said, okay. So they all went, let's go. We're up to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Boy, this stage is getting crowded. Because, they made it to the great and powerful Wizard of Oz. Does anyone have no turn so far? You haven't? Come on up. She's on her way. Oh, the Wizard of Oz. Put your arms in there, and your head goes down the middle. Stand over here for a more. And then she gets. Now no one knows who she is. She said, why did you come to see me?
Why did you come to see me?
Dorothy said, we want to go home.
We want to go home.
Okay.
Okay.
She went to the back of the line with Toto. The Tin Woodsman said, I want a heart.
I want a heart.
Okay. He
Okay.
went to the back of the line. The Scarecrow came up. She said, I want a brain.
I want a brain.
Okay.
Okay.
The lion came up. He said, I want courage. Luckily, she spoke that language too and said, okay.
Okay.
They all jumped up and said, hooray.
Hooray.
But she said one thing.
One thing.
What?
What?
If I give you gifts,
If I give you gifts,
you gotta give me something.
you gotta give me something.
Like what? Something small.
Something small.
How about a slice of pizza?
Like a slice of pizza?
No.
No.
The witch's broomstick.
The witch's broomstick.
She'll kill us. That's your problem.
That's your problem.
I'm going down for ice cream.
I'm going out for ice cream.
And then she went over there and waited over there. Just then they made a football huddle. Okay, guys, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go over to the witch. The witch is going to build a fire on top of the scarecrow. You're down on fire, Dorothy. Throw the water, not the oil on top. She gets up. Liquefy, we get broom, we go back. Okay, good. Break! Just then the witch comes over here. And her nose fell off. Oh, make up. Right over here. She said, now I've got all of you. Scarecrow came to the front. Said, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
She threw the fire on top of the scarecrow. She fell down on fire. Dorothy threw the water on top. It put the fire out. She got back up with the water, hit the witch. She started melting, yelling, I'm melting. All the way. Good puddle. And then they mopped her up, back down to the sea. Great meltdown. They then took the broomstick. Okay, witch, you can unmelt and over there to the sea. They rushed back to the wizard, who was on the other side of the stage. So the wizard came over here. The wizard said, did you bring me the broomstick?
Did you bring me the broomstick?
They gave the broomstick. She said, thank you.
Thank you.
And then she turned to go. They said, wait, you promised us.
Wait, you promised us!
Come back tomorrow.
Come back tomorrow.
I'm going out for Chinese food.
I'm going out for Chinese food.
That's not fair.
That's not fair!
Toto came over here and jumped up in front. Toto changed into the Tin Woodsman. And then her hair fell off. And look. They said, you're not a great, powerful wizard.
You're not a great, powerful wizard.
You're just a little girl.
I'm just a little girl.
What do you mean just?
What do you mean, Jeff?
Girls could do anything.
Girls can do anything.
What do you want?
What do you want?
He said, I want a heart.
I want a heart!
That's easy.
That's easy.
She wiggled her fingers in the air. It takes me a while. Out of thin air, she produced it. Second year of college. Anyone can do it. He then took the heart and said, thank you.
Thank
He
you.
went to the back of the line. Just then, the scarecrow came up. How about my brain?
How about my brain?
That's easy too.
That's easy
She
too.
wiggled her fingernails a second time. And out of thin air, she produced the hat of intelligence. You've seen this twice tonight. With a light bulb. Went right on. She said, whoa, now I'm smart.
Whoa, now I'm smart.
She went to the back. And then the lion came up. He said, how about my courage? Yeah, luckily she was bilingual and understood that too. She said, yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
And then she took out the balloon medal of honor. Wow. She pinned it on his hair. He said, whoa, now I'm brave. Yeah, sounds the same every time, doesn't it? Just then Dorothy and Toto came up and said, how are we going to get home?
How are we gonna get home?
I'll fly you myself.
I'll follow you myself.
And then the silliest part of the show. Those of you who played with Legos, things like that, you know what I'm doing right now. All questions will be answered at 2 o'clock in the morning. Best time to tweet, I understand. Okay, this goes over here. Over here. This is very good, yeah. And then this goes over here. This goes over here. Goes around here. She has her own private personal airplane. Yes. Oh, again, 4 years of college. See, Maria. She said, I'll fly you.
I'll fly.
Toto jumped up in front of her. Oh, Dorothy over here. This is the blocking. Toto came over here, wiggling her tail, and hit the propellers. They started spinning. She started flying over there. They yelled, come back.
Come back.
She said, I don't know how to fly.
I don't know how to fly.
She was out of the picture. Now they were stuck here. Dorothy and Toto were in the middle. They started to cry.
Well.
And the lion, the Tin Woodman said, you can stay with us.
You can save us.
We love you in Oz.
We love you in Oz.
Just then, the Good Witch flew in again. Over there for a better camera angle. She said, you're still here.
You're still here.
The wizard flew home without us.
Who's your fool?
All you have to do
All you have to do
is click your heels together
click your ears together
and say there's no place like home.
and say there's no place like home.
Oh!
Oh!
Just then, Dorothy and Toto said goodbye to all their friends. They closed their eyes. They clicked their heels together. They said, there's no place like home 3 times quickly without repeating themselves. Okay. Well, that doesn't make any sense. They did it 4 times quickly, 5 times quickly, until I got this thing in place. That one will never break again. That's called an aviation problem. And Dorothy went inside. And when they finished spinning around, they looked outside in the cornfields. Dorothy said, we're home, Toto, we're home.
We're home, Toto, we're home!
And Toto said, there's no place like home. Yeah. And that was the end of